welcome to your mid-January January general reading. For some reason I've been having trouble saying that string of words. Cat's got my tongue today. But I want to also say thank you to all of you for your support this past year over on Patreon. I'm very grateful for all of you, for your pledges, your donations, your likes, your comments. All of that has been extremely rewarding and motivating for me, and I honestly have to say that these readings would not be possible without your support. So thank you. Also, I have not given up on my dream of creating a tarot deck, custom tarot deck / oracle deck. I haven't decided really what that's going to look like yet, and I really haven't had time. So that's why you haven't seen anything. But I am going to be going on a spiritual retreat over the next couple of months, so I plan to devote more time to that concept and hopefully share with you over on my new blog, which if you want to check that out, it's over on my website. You can just go to my website and click on blog. I haven't posted anything yet, but I should have something up over the next 1 to 2 weeks. So that's the deal there. Also, I wish that I could have the opportunity to give you something back in exchange other than the readings and the social media, such as, being able to write off your donations as a charitable gift on your tax returns. But unfortunately, I'm not a charitable organization, and every dollar that I do make goes to support me and to buy materials such as new tarot decks, new oracle decks. Hello, I just got this in the mail today. Thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. So all of that hopefully is going back into, well, not hopefully, is definitely going back into producing better quality readings for you, being able to put them out consistently, and all of that. Depending on my health, sometimes I may not be able to put out a reading. I know that that's been kind of an issue in the past. I mean, for me, it's been an issue. So here's to a happy new year to all of you, and hoping that it's a healthy one for all of you, for all of us. So I just wanted to say thank you for your support this past year, because I don't feel like I really had a chance to do that yet, at least not formally. And I just want you to know that I really appreciate your help this past year. So, all right, and the Hermit just popped out. So Spirit is listening. This is your card, Virgo, or it can be one of your cards. You have several. I think every sign has a couple cards, not just one. So core cards, major arcana. Yours would be like the Fool and the Hermit, I think, in my opinion. So Spirit, what will be so for Virgo this month? Please help us understand the messages and energies surrounding Virgo. All my Virgos, my Virgo suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. What do they need to know? Please help guide them. And we are also looking at the energies of the past, present, and future. The present being the moment that they view this reading. I had the urge to cut the deck there, but with this deck, the way that I work is, obviously it has to be cleared, and then all of the cards start upright, and then I will gradually mix them together until I feel ready to cut them. That is the way that I work with this deck. So I do read with reversals with this deck. Let's try this again. Spirit, please help guide Virgo. What will be so for Virgo this month? Looking at the energies of the past, present, and future. The present being the moment that they view this reading. For all my Virgos that may be watching this reading, what are the messages and energies surrounding them at this time? Okay, starting with your recent past, we have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Going into the present situation, you have the Knight of Pentacles. There's your card with the Six of Pentacles. Very nice. We have the Two of Wands, We have the Page of Wands upright with the Four of Swords in reverse, and Justice is in reverse. Going into the future, I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Bear with me a second. I am just correcting the cards here that are flying around. Okay. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Thank God it's in reverse. The outcome is the Eight of Swords. All right, beautiful Virgos. So, starting with your recent past, you do have the Ace of Cups, which I would interpret that as a releasing of emotions. Sometimes I do get this after someone has just cried it out. Let out their emotions. It is a cleansing energy, and it is a gift of, a gift from God. This can represent new love or unconditional love. This is often interpreted as the Holy Grail. So an offer of love that has came to you in the form of really anything that would have filled your heart. And I feel that this also represents emotions flowing freely. So letting your emotions flow freely, which makes it even more confusing to me. I mean, really, aces do bless the entire reading. So there is love in your life, Virgo, a true love, an unconditional love, a source of love in your heart. But I feel that there's also this conflicting energy of the Nine of Cups in reverse, where whereas you may have one offer of love coming in, but I feel that you are not fully able to appreciate that gift, because if you look at the card here, she's not even looking at the cup. She's sort of looking at over here at this cup. So there is this tendency for you to perhaps do kind of like a Four of Cups thing, where you're not really noticing maybe the love that you do have in your life. You may be feeling overindulging in some area. This can be a hedonistic energy. Or you may feel resentful because someone else has something that you want, and you won't be happy until you get that. That's sort of a Nine of Cups in reverse energy. So it could also be that you're trying to move on here psychologically, and I think that you do. I think you do make a transition. You may even been traveling. It's possible. Although the Six of Swords to me represents moving on from something that has been disappointing for you, emotionally disappointing. So maybe there was an offer that came in, but you weren't feeling so good about it at the end of the day, and you decided, I'm going to move on. But you move towards the Five of Cups, which is a card of regret and loss. So I feel that you are, again, there's this idea of these two cups here, and they're here as well. You certainly have love in your life, but I feel that you are regretting a loss of some sort, or you're feeling sad about something that perhaps happened in the past, something that's causing you to overlook the love that you do have right now. I do feel like you're trying to heal from something. It's just been, you take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back type of deal. Anyway, looking at the present situation, we have your energy here as the Knight of Pentacles, the steady, practical, slow-moving energy. He's barely moving here in this card. But I do feel that this represents steady employment. If you are employed, Also an offer, gift of service. I feel like you're being very generous, very charitable, very maybe giving too much of yourself possibly. Or you could be in a relationship where there is an imbalance in terms of the give and take. Be sure that you're open to receiving love as well as giving it. It feels a little bit here like you have more than one option, or you are contemplating or doing research on something. It could be that this can often represent internet research, or, for example, going on Facebook or going on Instagram or going and doing research. But there is the idea that you have options and you see a clear path ahead of you. You just need to decide what it is that you want to do. One of these options may not be available. Someone pointed out to me in the past that one of these wands is bolted to this wall. And one of them is quite likely something that is very interesting to you. So you could be looking at an opportunity that would perhaps give you more freedom or more flexibility, or represents something out in the distance. I also have a fire sign energy here. This could be someone younger than you. It doesn't have to be a male or female. I have the Page of Wands upright. This is a very young, youthful, exciting energy. It represents Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And someone that is interested in exploring, is very passionate. This is a very vibrant, flirtatious energy. And they are looking in your direction. They are looking in your direction. But I feel like, again, this could be also an air sign coming up here. Someone that has air sign energy, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But predominantly a fire energy. And I feel that this person is thinking about you. They are thinking about something. But I also feel like they are taking a break because the Four of Swords is like some kind of vacation. This could also represent news about taking a vacation, or a younger person is thinking about sending a message to you. This could also represent news about regarding it could just be that there is information that is not coming through to you, that's on hold as well. But this fire sign is associated with the Justice in reverse, which is nearby. So there is some kind of, this could be a divorce or a legal agreement or a contract that has gone bad. This is some bad karma here. Some kind of injustice happening for you in the present situation. This would feel like something that is very unfair. It would come off as a very imbalanced situation. And again, I don't feel like this is your energy. Again, the Justice card represents the sign of Libra, so you could be dealing with a Libra. And when I looked under this card, the Knight of Swords came up with the Page of Wands, so associating this fire energy with an air energy as well. There is definitely something that is not quite right with the situation because of Justice being in reverse. I would definitely check all of your contracts before signing, definitely. You could be in a relationship that's unbalanced, or one party is getting away with some kind of injustice. And let's see, going into the future here, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and the Ten of Swords is in reverse. So there is some kind of blocked energy, and it kind of comes, it starts with this Justice being in reverse, but it also has to do, I think, with an emotional issue. There could be a love triangle that you're in that is just not going well. There's no cooperation or no consensus. You may be feeling very unsupported in a relationship as well. You may feel like people are not supporting you. You may feel like you're not getting anything out of your work, or you are, when you look at the pros and cons of a relationship, it's like there's nothing there. You feel like you've worked really hard and you have nothing to show for it. So it could feel like some situation feels a bit like a failure here. In addition to that, I have to say that the timing is very off for you at the end of the month. You need to look out for red flags. For example, if you're continuing to do something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, because this is a very confusing energy. It talks about setbacks and delays. So that's what I'm saying. If you sign any contracts, I would wait or hold off on doing that this week, because you may have to go back and redo them. And there is the idea of clinging to something that is just very hopeless for you, that you need to move past in order for this Wheel of Fortune to kind of, you just need to wait for better timing, because I feel like things are not going as planned for you this month. And there is I don't think people are really working with you, or you don't feel supported. It could be a job situation. Again, Pentacles talk about the material world, the physical world. Something is not paying off for you in the long run. And there's the idea of there just being delays here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Lady Luck is not shining her light upon you this month. But Ten of Swords is just saying, you know, it's whatever it is, it's over and done. You need to move on and avoid all persons that may be reminders of this event. Try and detach yourself, because Justice is upright is all about detachment and fairness and balance, and kind of it sort of says you get what you deserve. And here it's like you may be getting treated unfairly, or you may be getting some bad karma that has come around to bite you in the butt this month, and you need to watch out for that. It could be someone who's doing an injustice to you, and you just can't trust that person. So trust, there will be probably some signs along the way that are pointing you that you need to just wait, hold off. Now's not a good time to proceed. You need to get more information. I have the Eight of Swords in your outcome position, which is just saying that there are some mental blocks to your progress this month. When there's a woman with a blindfold on in any of these cards, it's a symbol of being in denial, not seeing something, not seeing either the atrocities that are happening around you, that someone is taking advantage of you, or that you feel very much stuck or trapped in your situation and are unable to envision a positive way out. We want to see this card reversed. But I think mentally you're still clinging on to something, some kind of an injustice here, something that you feel is just really unfair. But you know what? It's not up to you. It's up to the universe, and it's up to the divine to pay back liars and cheats and people that are doing something that's unfair to you. It's your job really to focus on you. Do you. You have love in your life. You have an offer of love here. And you are working very hard. You have options. So it could be that you are just involved in some unfavorable circumstances this month. You may just have bad winner's luck. And I really don't advise you to gamble at all with your security because of the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse. It's not a good month to take risks. You need to wait for better timing. Going to go ahead and draw an oracle message for my Virgos out there that may be listening to this reading. Spirit, what do they need to know? Please help guide them on their high spiritual path, love and in life. The Metal King. Discipline, armor, boundaries. Okay. Here we have a man, he's wearing a mask, and he is got some armor on, a lot of armor actually, and he's carrying a dagger. Looks like he's about to crawl over a fence, climb over a fence, or pounce on something. So there is a lot of armor in this card, as in armor is some kind of protection. So protecting yourself from some kind of attack, or protecting yourself, keeping up good boundaries. Those are some messages that I'm just getting intuitively from the picture. All right, let's read. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, Virgo, no matter how empathic. I always get this word wrong, so I'm sorry. It's empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's messages is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It's a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. Challenger. Be mindful of codependency and enmeshment when the Metal King comes as your challenger. He's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you may be around other people. Do you pick up their feelings like a sponge? Do you feel you need to heal them so that you feel better? Get grounded. Be clear about your own personal boundaries and restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help without being asked. This is also a warning against forming unhealthy relationships in any area of your life. Okay, Virgo. Wise message there, and I do see it resonating in this reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I want to send you many blessings, and I hope you have a healthy, happy rest of January, and I'll talk to you soon.